Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. What show we have for you? We talk about what's going on Crown Jewel, that review show. See right here, Sami Zayn accidentally cost the original Bloodline a match against the new Bloodline. With Sami Zayn have to explain his actions to Roman Reigns after Solo Sikoa made the biggest upset of all. We'll talk about that as well. A lot to get to. Even new champions. Cody Rhodes won the Crown Jewel Championship on the men's division. Liv Morgan wins the women's division Crown Jewel Championship as well. We get to a lot going on as well, including even more breaking news on the wrestling hot topics as Goldberg has announced his last match will be in 2025 next year. We kind of got an indication of who he might be going against coming up. We get the Crown Jewel Predict the Outcome special review show start right now.
Uno, dos, tres.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kid Dix here. Glad you can join us on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button as we give you the Crown Jewel review show and the review special here on the Pro Wrestling Show. What a way for Crown Jewel to end. It's ending in Saudi Arabia. We're going to get things started right now. We kick things off with this. The original tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns came out there. Roman Reigns in a huge six-man tag team match with his cousin Jimmy in tow. Roman Reigns looking jacked and looking physique and air, and Jimmy trying to find his way. You can tell Jimmy's just trying to beat Jimmy. Jimmy Uso come out there along with his cousin Jay as well. Roman Reigns looking at the response of Jay, becoming his own man, his own star. Jay told Roman yesterday on SmackDown that if they ever try to double cross him or something, swerve him, he's going to leave him for good. He wants to do right. Well, Solo came out there. Solo Sikoa coming out there. Solo with the new Bloodline in tow. Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu, along with Tama Tonga, the new Bloodline, looking for action. And you tell Roman Reigns looked like he was displeased with some of the action beginning in the early stages of the matchup. Roman Reigns smelling himself. I think Roman still got that mystique that he thinks he's still the tribal chief. You can still be the tribal chief, but I think Roman Reigns wants that mystique as well. And I think Roman kind of knows that and he wants to be better. But Roman Reigns hasn't met a tandem match like this. Jacob Fatu, who I remember from MLW, who was a former MLW champion and went on to greater heights. Jacob Fatu, along with the guy that's in the support of Solo Sikoa, the new tribal chief, was dominant. But Roman Reigns being taunted by Tama Loga, who's a former new champion, Japan tag champion. Tama Loga trying to taunt Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns got into the ring, taunting with his one finger. Look at Roman. Roman is jacked. Roman Reigns get in the ring and squared off against the old tribal chief versus the new tribal chief. Roman Reigns squared off against Solo Sikoa. Roman Reigns took it to Solo Sikoa. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa they was feuding rights and lefts and rights and lefts. You know it's gonna tight. You know how that go. That Maya song. These two men beating the holy crap out of each other. But the final stages of the matchup did lead to dissension at the end when Solo pinned Roman Reigns 1, 2, 3, which I had predicted on the Predict the Outcome special. Roman Reigns gets pinned by Solo Sikoa, and Roman Reigns being led by example by Solo. Solo Sikoa pinned Roman Reigns to make what you call that exclamation point, and Roman Reigns did do so tonight. Roman Reigns got laid out and carry. I think Roman Reigns might have to have his warnings and stuff on what he's going to do, and I think that's what Roman Reigns wants to do. Um, Solo did tonight. Solo demanded the orders. Solo even want the Ufala, the red necklace, on him, symbolized that he defeated the old tribal chief, and Solo decided to pummel down his former boss by beating down Roman. Roman getting beat down by Solo, by Jacob Fatu, who didn't waste no time whatsoever, along with the Tungans and Jacob Fatu taking advantage, even attacking Jimmy Uso, who was trying to come out there, and Jimmy and Jay. Solo Sikoa even thought they was gonna welcome Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn came out there. Solo had, and you know damn well Solo wasn't gonna even he's playing around with Sammy. Nobody Sami Zayn even took that invitation when you know Sammy ain't gonna do that. Roman had forged a headache and he doesn't know what to expect, amnesia. I think that's what happened. Sami Zayn taking it to didn't know what to do. Sami Zayn cost Roman the match, and Roman Reigns realizing what went down, what went happen, and Roman trying to set his sights on what's going down. Even to the point that Jimmy got involved. Jimmy thinking that Sammy did that on purpose. I think Sammy didn't do that on purpose. Even to the point that Jay, Jimmy and Jay, with their antics and stuff, had to try to work it out. Jay being peacemaker between Sami Zayn and Jimmy. Sami Zayn and Jimmy on what went down. I think Jimmy and Roman and Jay have to regroup after this loss and what's gonna go down, because this new powerful force of the bloodline is getting stronger day after day with Solo Sikoa at the helm. And you got the one, the Solo kind of making it seem that way and making it be that way as well. So Solo Sikoa doing what he need to do. Well, we know that Sami Zayn might have a lot of explaining to do, and that's what Sami Zayn might have to do. Sami Zayn did not know what was going to go down, and maybe he just didn't know. You know, you just don't know. You just don't know. Uh, Roman Reigns will have to regroup. You can tell that within the next couple of weeks, heading towards the end of the month, the last Saturday in November will be Survivor Series, and Roman Reigns will have to regroup real bad on what went down, because you can tell it's going to be a Survivor Series match, a War Games match between the original Bloodline and the new Bloodline at Survivor Series. You can tell that, but Roman and his team will have to regroup on what went down tonight to build anticipation for Survivor Series War Games. So we'll see that 4-on-4 match as well. So we'll see. Speaking of that, the women's tag team championships were on the line as Piper Niven and Chelsea Green looking to win their goal again. Well, they went against the current tag team champions Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair calls themselves the Super Strong Team. This is the statistics right here. 63 days as WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, two-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, fourth title defense since reclaiming the titles back in August at Bash in Berlin. So we see how that's gonna go between them. But Last Legend and Jar Jackson from NXT even went and took down right here. This is Jar Jackson taking down Chelsea Green. Jar Jackson, Last Legend, representatives of NXT who wants a shot. It was like a whole bunch of representatives from both Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill, like Corey Graves said, that's the only titles that can float across all three brands, the women's tag team titles, and they were defended. And see Jay with that power strength on Chelsea Green, taking Chelsea down and slumbering all the women down, including everyone taken down. You can tell right here the NXT team trying to do a stack power bomb on Bianca, even to Piper Niven trying to do a move on Jade as well, and dominated and eventually hit her partner to crush her down. and stuff. But Bianca and Jay found a way and did the Doomsday Device, the legendary Road Warriors move on Piper Niven, got the 1, 2, 3. The women's tag team champions retained their women's tag team titles in Saudi Arabia, and they did so tonight in the homeland kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And doing so tonight, the women's tag team champions looking dominant as ever. Jade and Bianca could be a dominant force for in quite some time. They decide they don't want a team no more. But Bianca Belair becoming an exceptional tag team wrestler. There are, like she said, representation. That's what it's all about, representation, different layers as well. So congratulations and word to Bianca Belair on her victory tonight. And Jade as well. Well, we get to another match that I was looking forward to. Seth freaking Rollins. Seth Rollins taking on Big Bronson Reed. This is Seth Rollins' 11th career match in Saudi Arabia. The statistics are so good, it's so scary. Seth Rollins went against Big Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed took the fight to Seth Rollins tonight. You can tell Big Bronson Reed looking to go. Big Bronson Reed wants to be a main eventer, even to the point that general manager Alan Pierce saying that he has an attraction in his hands with Big Bronson Reed. He just don't know what to do with him. Seth Rollins taking the fight to Bronson Reed. Throughout the whole entire match, Rollins had the match in control. Bronson Reed using his power as Bronson Reed using crossbodies as well to get the pinfall near an inch of a win. Big Bronson Reed taking it to Seth. Like you can tell right here, Big Bronson Reed looking like he's disappointed, looking like he could have pinned him. But you have to stay on him. And Big Bronson Reed did get control of it. But Seth Rollins said that you should have had ended me first. You should have got the job done and did what you need to do, but you didn't. You played with me. And Seth Rollins taking it to Big Bronson Reed throughout the whole entire matchup. Seth Rollins taking a real royal beating tonight, and that's what he did tonight. He's taking it to Big Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed taking Seth Rollins through outside the ring into the Saudi Arabia officials. But Seth Rollins won his match tonight over Bronson Reed, pinning the big man. But Bronson Reed telling Seth Rollins, this is far from over. You can tell Bronson Reed looking bloody with a bloody face on him. You can tell right there, it is far from over between these two men. These two men are going to literally, next time, it's going to be a different story because Bronson Reed looks like he wants to manhandle Seth Rollins and doing what he's going to be doing to him. We'll probably see this, if this match happens again, we'll probably see this on Raw or perhaps a Survivor Series. But Big Bronson Reed had to make a statement tonight. And he made that statement by taking Seth Rollins to the limit. Just didn't win the match tonight, but he wanted to. But Seth Rollins is going to be feeling that pain and their effects for probably a couple weeks from now. Seth Rollins wins his match, but he hasn't forgot about Bronson Reed. I'll tell you that right now. Well, we move on to this. The Crown Jewel Championship right here. This is the Women's Crown Jewel Championship that many of the bodyguards are protecting. The Women's Crown Jewel Championship. Let me tell you right here, it's okay, but the way Triple H explained it, he made it seem like a winner take all match that they're going to be Crown Jewel champion, but the best of bragging rights and stuff like that. But I feel like that storyline been played, but they're going to be doing this for Crown Jewel for many years to come. You're the current world champions of the brand. You're going to get to face each other and all that stuff, but it's inside, in-house. But Liv Morgan, the WWE Raw Women's World Champion, taking on the WWE Women's Champion, Nia Jax. But the interesting caveat of the story, we'll get to that in a minute. Nia Jax coming down as the WWE Women's Champion with her title in tow. Nia Jax. Neither of these women's titles were on line, their respective women's championships. Liv Morgan coming back. She won the Women's World Championship at Saudi Arabia against Becky Lynch. Has not lost a one-on-one match since March. This is her third match in Saudi Arabia. These two women dominate their divisions, or both Raw and SmackDown. Nia from SmackDown, Liv from Raw, Liv Morgan bringing the representing the Judgment Day. I don't know why she even did that, but hey. But the championship on the line, the Women's World Champion versus the WWE Champion, Women's Champion in a match in anticipating for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. Throughout the whole entire match, um, Liv was trying to play cat and mouse with Nia. Nia did not see it coming unless till Tiffany Stratton came out, which we saw Tiffany Stratton. She could be a difference maker, saying that she intends to cash in her briefcase on whoever. She just didn't say who on which women's champion. Kind of thing she's gonna cash it in on Nia. She just teasing. Um, Tiffany Stratton coming out there trying to tell Nia, "Hey, I'm not cashing. I'm gonna cash in on Liv, but we know how this gonna be." Well, Nia just directly told Tiffany to go back to the back. Told her to really go back to the back, and that's what Tiffany did. Tiffany went back to the back and decided to still get involved in the match. Tiffany got pulled by Raquel Rodriguez, Liv's associate. Raquel cost Nia the match by guillotining her through the ropes, and Liv took over and took the advantage along with Dominic Mysterio. Liv Morgan is the first ever women's crown jewel champion. Liv Morgan has done it, and Triple H presented her the championship belt, the crown jewel championship. Now Triple H stated that she is the women's crown jewel champion, the first ever women's crown jewel champion, but she can win it throughout her whole career. But she's going to be receiving a ring symbolizing her accomplishments of becoming the women's world champion, which it really don't make no sense to me. It's just a waste of space, a waste of time. Just say it would have been better if the crown jewel audience and the fans would have made it be like which championship will be on the line. That's what made it better. Just make it depend and stuff like that. But they didn't want to do that. And I guess Triple H saying he didn't want to pin no loss on neither champion stuff. But really, we ain't gonna make no difference, no way. But Liv Morgan, now the women's world champion, is now the crown jewel champion as well. The championship will stay in the WWE Experience Museum, but Liv Morgan get the pose with the championship with her women's world championship as well. Liv Morgan making history more than once, more ways than once. But we'll see Liv a little bit later on. Stuff. Well, speaking of that, Kevin Owens taking on his so-called friend. He's trying to make sense of Randy Orton. Kevin Owens trying to knock some sense into him, wearing even Randy Orton's father's T-shirt, Cowboy Bob Orton. Why he even did that to antagonize Randy Orton. Randy Orton come out there, and here's Randy Orton's statistics: the longest tenured active male superstar in WWE, which is right. Randy Orton has been in the company since 2002. It's been almost over 20 years. Randy Orton has done it almost close to 25 years if you think about it. Randy Orton close to getting there as a veteran and stuff. Randy Orton had to take care of business. He did so with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Randy Orton taking the atmosphere with the fans, and Randy Orton posing with the fans as well. But Randy Orton did not waste no time whatsoever, and Randy Orton got to business by taking as Kevin Owens came out of nowhere, attacked Randy Orton. Randy Orton even getting attacked by a chair by Kevin Owens. Throughout the whole entire match, Owens trying to use his brawl tactics and stuff to take down Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens taking down Orton. Even to the point that Orton tried to do the unthinkable, trying to take Kevin Owens down. They even fought outside the ring. Randy Orton even tried to do a maneuver, trying to pick him up and then slam him down to the mat. Randy Orton did so to the announcer's table, even to the point where it happened. The match got in brawl, even to the point that Randy Orton Kevin Owens did a suicide dive. And you tell right here, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, both men went down. I predicted Randy Orton was going to win, but Kevin Owens said, "Hell no, it's going to be a no contest between us." And that's what it seemed to be, a no contest. Neither man won, so you kind of think they're in cahoots, trying to get us to think they're really feuding with each other, but they really want to take down Cody Rhodes. But we'll see how that's going to go. The next match was a triple threat match for the U.S. Championship. Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight, the defending champion, taking on both Carmelo Hayes and Andrade. Andrade, a former U.S. champion. Andrade won a shot until that instant best of 7 series between Carmelo and Andrade was so good that LA Knight wanted to be a part of it. LA Knight set to defend his championship. Wasn't in the open as they will. Carmelo Hayes and LA Knight went down. Even to the point that right here, LA Knight taking down both Carmelo Hayes and Andrade. Carmelo Hayes thought he had an opening right there to take down both men to get the pin. Carmelo Hayes hit nothing but net and hit it and executed to the point that LA Knight climbed up and German suplex Andrade, taking Andrade down. But at the end, LA Knight retained his U.S. championship. I can see Carmelo Hayes probably win the championship, probably close to the end of the year on a SmackDown, probably next month. Not right now. So we'll see how that's gonna be going forward. But LA Knight get the win and get the victory here on Crown Jewel. We get to the main event. The main event Crown Jewel was Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion, representing Monday Night Raw. Gunther went against Cody Rhodes, the WWE Champion from SmackDown. Cody Rhodes and Gunther had a hellacious 2024, a good year at stake. Both men won their world titles at major events. Gunther won at SummerSlam. Cody won it at WrestleMania this year, or both respectively of this year. Cody won in the spring. Gunther won it in the summer. Well, this was a match between who's the best of the best. Who is the best world champion right now in WWE right now? Cody Rhodes or Gunther? Well, the referee, the ring announcer said the same thing. The Crown Jewel Championship is so big. I mean, way so big. How you gonna be able to carry it? But it's gonna be held in Saudi Arabia along with the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. But throughout the whole entire match was an instant classic. Both men trying to use their pure wrestling skills throughout the whole entire match to get an upper hand and stuff on what went down. Cody Rhodes tried to use a takedown. Gunther did the same thing. It was Bronco wrestling, Griot wrestling and stuff, Greek wrestling, catch can wrestling from both Cody Rhodes and Gunther. And you tell right here, Cody Rhodes trying to use a arm lock on Gunther. Gunther trying to apply a measure of escape. Cody Rhodes decided to use an arm drag and the arm lock to take him down, arm bar. Did so. Both men getting the ovation of the Saudi Arabia audience. So you see Cody Rhodes even getting by the referee cam stuff. Gunther and Cody Rhodes took it outside. That Gunther did a scoop slam and did that scoop slam. Gunther trying to punish Cody Rhodes throughout. You can tell right here with Gunther punishing Cody Rhodes and stuff on what went down and stuff. Gunther trying to use all his techniques as well to take down, you know who, Cody, and did so with that move. Gunther trying to claim himself that he's going to be victorious, but he hasn't won the match yet. Gunther got to the point, and Cody got to the point as well with Cody Rhodes and stuff, doing the same thing as Cody was doing and stuff. And how Cody did so, and how Cody was trying to do. That's what Cody did. Cody even did a superplex on the top rope to the point where it happened. Both men were down. Both men trying to find a measure escape. Not to escape, but Gunther apply that same sleeper hold that he did this past Monday on Raw to take down Cody. Cody found a way to fight out of it and got Gunther in the game team and did what he needed to do. Cody Rhodes, it was a seesaw match. Gunther caught Cody and Gunther applied the half Boston Crab, the Boston Crab, a painful maneuver as well. Gunther trying to make Cody tap and submit. Cody Rhodes and Gunther, both men laid out. Both men trying to get themselves back together and get themselves in balance. Gunther applied the Boston Crab once again. Gunther trying to do the same. Gunther trying to find his way. Even to the point that both men, you can tell, were exhausted, trying to find that measure of breath. Gunther and Cody trying to figure out what's next. I don't know if Gunther was talking to Cody or what, but Gunther found a way to powerbomb Cody and took him down. But Cody found a way to pin Gunther, and Cody did a Bret Hart roll, and he did it. And he pinned Gunther to become the new men's crown jewel champion. Cody Rhodes has done it, and Cody Rhodes did it his way. And Cody Rhodes, my God, Cody Rhodes did it. I can't believe Cody Rhodes did it. Well, a phenomenal year for Cody Rhodes. 2024 will go on the record books as the year of Cody, and Cody Rhodes did so. He even earned the respect of his opponent, world champion Gunther. Gunther had his belt around his waist. Gunther shaking his hand of Cody and telling Cody that he was the better man, but you never know down the road what's going to happen. Michael Cole also made drew the statistic that Cody eliminated Gunther to win the Royal Rumble and eliminate him twice. So Cody and Gunther know each other, and it was a compelling matchup for some people. But Cody Rhodes standing with the Saudi Arabia officials and Triple H as the new crown jewel champion. Cody Rhodes has done it, and Cody Rhodes goes in history as the first Rhodes to win a championship in foreign soil. Cody Rhodes has done that, and Cody Rhodes, the son of the legendary American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, has done it and made his dad proud of his accomplishments of this year. I think Dusty was along with the journey, but outside. So Cody Rhodes did what he needed to do, and that's what's all that matters. Hey, good for Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has done it. All right, we move over to the crown. We move over to the crown jewel hot topics on crown jewel hot topics. Man, what a hot topics we're gonna be talking about. We talk about Cody and Gunther and what went down and stuff on how it went down as well. But we know that speaking of Cody and Gunther, we're gonna talk about this. Speaking of Gunther, Gunther may be the next opponent for Goldberg. Goldberg and Gunther. We might see them, Goldberg and Gunther. And we can see that being that way. Goldberg versus Gunther. That's been talks. I don't know if the Royal Rumble will be the setting for Goldberg versus Gunther. That's what I'm picking my money on. Royal Rumble for Goldberg versus Gunther. And it'll be Goldberg's retirement match. Goldberg made the announcement on ESPN's College Game Day on the SEC network. So Goldberg saying that he's going to have his retirement match in 2025, and it will be with WWE. We kind of knew that last month when Goldberg made an appearance in Atlanta and confronted Gunther after Gunther said some harsh stuff about Goldberg and his family and about Goldberg being a better dad than a better wrestler. So that kind of triggered Goldberg. We'll see. Coming up this Monday on Raw, there are rumors and reports, and we can now confirm the rumors. Seth Rollins will meet Damian Priest, will meet Dominic Mysterio, will meet Sheamus in a fatal four-way to determine the next number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Dirty Dom, he needs to go for the Intercontinental Championship first before he wants to be taken seriously in world title contention. I can see the other three, but I'm looking at Damian Priest to win this match, to challenge Gunther to get himself another shot. So Raw will be in Riyadh this Monday on Raw against Saudi Arabia. So they're going to be continuing on Raw in Riyadh. So that with the cost savings and stuff. So look for Damian Priest to win this Monday on Raw. We'll see how that's going to go down. So I guess that's it. Well, we kind of know what's going down, and we're going to see how this all going to play out. So we're going to leave you with, we're going to leave you with Cody Rhodes and Gunther, especially Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has finally did it. Cody Rhodes is now a made man in wrestling. Cody Rhodes now winning the Crown Jewel Championship along with Liv Morgan as the Crown Jewel Women's Champion. Both champions are Crown Jewel champions for their respective brands, respective divisions. So, for me being Kendrick Dix, saying so long, we'll see you this Monday for the Raw Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling